welcome to today's butt and hamstring workout video. So this one, you are going to feel pretty predominantly all in the booty and totally different parts of the butt, and also all in your hamstrings, the back of the thighs and the inner thighs, which is what a lot of people want the most work on. So for this, you will need a pair of dumbbells when choosing the weight for the dumbbells, because we are going to do 4 different exercises that's focusing all on the same muscle groups. You're not gonna wanna go super heavy because you're not gonna get a lot of rest time in between the muscle groups. So like with others where we might do like squat, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, where you're kind of varying the muscles, this one is all legs and butt, legs and butt, legs and butt, legs and butt. So choose your weight wisely. I am only gonna use a pair of 10-pound dumbbells, keeping it super simple. You could get away if you are looking for like a serious strength training workout using something around 15 to 25, but I wouldn't really go much heavier than that. So we are going to go through, we have 4 different exercises all about the butt and the legs. We're gonna go through them. The rep scheme is 15-10, 15-10. We're going to do 15 deadlifts, 10 sumo squats, 15 glute bridges, and then we're gonna do 10 lunge squat lunge combos. So I will show you all of these, then we'll go through the warm up and get started. But just so you know what we're doing, if you need to pause this, get your dumbbells, it's totally fine. If not, I'm gonna jump right into this, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is 15 deadlifts. As always, when picking up weights with the deadlifts, our back is nice and tight, our core is nice and tight. We pick it up accordingly. We are not picking it up like this, okay? So that little housekeeping information. So we're picking up our dumbbells for our deadlifts. Now, deadlifts have different components to it. With barbell deadlifts, it tends to be more of an Olympic type deadlift, which is what this looks like. For this in particular, we're gonna be doing what's known as like a Romanian deadlift, where your legs are almost straight with just a nice softness in your knees. So, feet are about hip width apart, like so. I'm gonna do this from the side though, because that's mostly what I want you to pay attention to, is my back and how my legs are staying mostly straight. You're just gonna come right here. You feel this in your hamstrings when you're here. Look how nice and flat my back is. You're going to squeeze your butt and push up through your heels for this deadlift, okay? So in real speed, it's going to look like this. You feel it in the hamstrings, you're squeezing your butt. We're going at a nice good pace. We're gonna do 15 of these, okay? We're then going to do 10 sumo squats. So, like you just saw, you're gonna widen your stance. Sumo squats are a wider squat than a regular squat. You're gonna widen your stance, your toes are slightly pointed outwards, not completely, but slightly. These are gonna be right in front of you. Be careful with this and make sure you keep your chest up. A lot of times when people get tired, this starts to pull them forward. We're gonna keep our chest up, and we're just gonna squat down and right back up. This is gonna work a lot more of your inner thigh, that inner hamstring. Okay, so we're here. Make sure when you're doing this as well, you should be able to wiggle your toes. You are pushing up through the heels. I'll show you this from the side because I don't want you dropping your chest. So I'm here, squatting down, squeezing the butt, pushing through the heels. All in the hamstrings and the butt. So we're gonna do 10 of those, okay? Our third exercise we're going to do is glute bridges. We're not gonna do this with weight. It won't be necessary. You'll still feel it. So we're gonna be here. Your feet are somewhat close to your butt. Hands are flat. You're just gonna push all the way up, squeezing your butt, squeezing your hamstrings, and right back down. If you want more of a challenge, you have 2 options. You can hold one of the dumbbells right on top of your hips and use it for weight, or if you have a band, you can put a band around your knees and use it to push your knees out while you're doing this. However, it is totally not necessary because you will still feel this in your butt and hamstrings this way, okay? That's number 3. Our last exercise we're gonna do 10 reps of is a lunge squat lunge combo. You only need 1 dumbbell for this. You're gonna hold it here. You're going to lunge, squat, lunge, squat. That's one. So we're gonna do 10 of those. So you have the option, if that is a lot for you, you don't have to use the weight at all. You can just do it without the weight. But we're gonna go through this again. So lunge, stepping back, squat, lunge, squat, okay? That's exercise number 4. So, if you did not just practice those as I was doing them, please pause this video and practice them to make sure you are doing it properly. If you did practice them and you are ready to start with me, we will go ahead and get started, okay? So, we're gonna go through that 15-10, 15-10 in the exact order that I just demoed for you for 3 rounds. So starting out, to get us warmed up, I always like to do our knee knocks with our hips since we are doing a lot of hip, butt, and glute work. So we're right here, we're just dropping our knees and our legs side to side, loosening up that body, loosening up our spine, getting nice and new fresh blood flow all through our muscles. Make sure that you are breathing. Okay, then we're gonna lay down. We're gonna do opposite hand to opposite foot. All you're doing, sorry, I was thinking about it for a second. It's been a long day, guys. Just like this is to loosen up your legs, but also to really loosen up your spine. It always feels good on your back when you do this. Okay, we're gonna roll over. We're gonna do the exact same thing, just facing down. So same thing, opposite foot to opposite hand. Hands are nice and flat, neck is neutral. Here. Try and breathe. That's important. All right, so now we're gonna do our cat-cows. We come up to tabletop, we inhale and look up, exhale, push your spine to the ceiling. If this is the first time you've done one of these workout videos, you'll get used to this routine. I do this warm up in a lot of the workouts because it's so good for your spine. Make sure you're breathing. All right, we're gonna do a couple up downs. So up downs are like a burpee, except for you're not doing the push-up portion of it. So it looks like this. Okay, so you're basically just jumping out and jumping back in. So we're not putting our chest to the ground. So we're gonna do 5 of those just to get some more blood flow. This is what it looks like from the side. 2 more. 4, 5. Do a couple hip openers. This is all you're doing. This is so good for opening up your hips, getting the knees, everything nice and warmed up. Switch sides. Whew, things are popping. All you're gonna do is some ankle twists now. Get that nice and warmed up. I love dumbbell strength. I love it. Other side. Plus, this will be mostly, you'll be breathing heavy because your legs and your butt are your biggest muscle groups in the body, but this will be more strength-based and really strengthening those areas. All right, if you're ready, I'm ready. If you're not ready, pause and get ready because we're gonna get started. Grab your dumbbells nice and safely. We're gonna get started with 15 Romanian, basically straight leg deadlifts, okay? So 3, 2, 1, here we go. 15, nice flat back. I like to exhale at the top. Rule of thumb is you always wanna exhale when you're exerting the most energy. Your breath ends up matching what your body is trying to do. 10, 11, 12, squeeze your butt on the way up. 13, 14, 15. We're gonna widen our stance. We're gonna do 10 sumo squats. So a little bit wider than hip width. Our toes are slightly out. Chest is up. We're squatting and pushing through the heels. Only 10. 6, 7, 8, push through the heels, squeeze your butt, 9, 10, awesome. We're moving on to glute bridges. Remember your options. You can do it with me with just body weight, or you can use one dumbbell. So we're here, heels are kind of close to our butt, straight up. We got 15 of these. Nice and slow. You want to make sure your knees stay in alignment. So you don't want them collapsing. You don't want them falling to the side. So make sure everything that you're doing, you are conscious, you're aware, you're paying attention to the muscle movement, making the mind-body connection. We are fully present, feeling the butt. 4 more. Give me 1 more. Awesome job. Come on up. We're going to do 10 lunge, squat, lunge combos. This one always gets people, so here we go. All right? Lunge, squat, lunge, squat. That's 1. Lunge, squat, lunge, squat. That's 2. Remember, you don't have to use the weight. It's 3. You also have the option, if this is way too easy for you, congratulations, you're a beast. But if this is way too easy for you, you can also use 2 dumbbells with 1 in each hand, like this way. It's totally up to you. Good job. Keep breathing. I hope you feel this. 4 more. 3 more. Lunge, squat, lunge, squat. Nice and slow. 1 more. And rest. Okay. Take a breather. You should feel that all through the back of your legs, inner thighs, your butt, maybe a little in your core, maybe. You might feel it a little in your lower back. It's definitely getting your glutes in your butt though. Well, your glutes are your butt. Your glutes and your hamstrings. Man, I'm just fumbling today. Take about 15 more seconds, and we're gonna start with our second round of deadlifts. 5 seconds. All right, pick the dumbbells up again. 15 controlled deadlifts, nice and slow. Flat back from the side. Here's how it should look. Soft knees, so your legs are not locked out, but they're also not fully bent. They're just nice and soft. 5 more. Give me 1 more. Good job. I might have made you do more than 15, maybe. All right, sumo squats. By the way, sometimes these are also called sumo deadlifts. It's perfectly fine. Toes are slightly pointed out, feet are a little bit wider, weights in front of us. We're doing 10. So here we go. Chest is up. We are pushing through our heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. I know it's a lot. You got it though. 5 more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. We're now going to the glute bridges. Man, talking today. Glute bridges, whatever variation you want. You have 15 of them. Here we go. Pushing through the heels. Push through the heels, squeeze the butt. Nice, slow and controlled. You gotta love how tight and strong everything feels right now, or how tired. Either one is fine. Breathe. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Awesome job. Lunge, squat, lunge combo. So, you do not have to do this with the weight. Here's what it looks like without the weight. We're gonna go ahead and get started. You've got 10 of these. You can put your hands wherever you want. You would do a lunge, squat, lunge, squat. You can even pretend like you're holding on to a weight. Or, if you decided to double up, good for you.